Welcome to Barcelona and the launch of the brand new Seat Ibiza. Now, the official launch of this car is still a few weeks away, but we've managed to talk Seat into giving us super early access along with only a handful of other journalists in the world. As always, you can read our more detailed 16-point review on whatcar.com. Just search Seat Ibiza. We'll have a much more comprehensive video review for you later in the year when we've properly tested the new Ibiza back in the UK. Probably the most impressive thing about the new Ibiza is how much bigger it feels on the road than it actually is. And I don't mean in terms of width or length, but just how composed it is. It rides very nicely. Okay, these roads are very smooth, but on the few bumps that we have encountered, it stays very composed. There's not too much body lean through bends. The steering weights up very progressively and reassuringly to give you lots of confidence, even on really twisty roads like this. Another really impressive thing about the new Ibiza is the 1 litre 3-cylinder petrol engine. Now, it's pretty much exactly the same as it was in the outgoing car, but here it's quieter, it's smoother. You don't feel very many vibrations through the soles of your feet when you're accelerating, for example, and it's pretty nippy as well. I mean, okay, there are more powerful engines to choose from. There's a 1.5 litre petrol if you need more hot hatch type performance, but to be honest, I'd stick with this. It's absolutely fine. As for the interior, well, it's certainly more interesting to look at than a Skoda Fabia's, although you won't find any squidgy plastics like you would in a VW Polo. Rear headroom is a bit tighter than in both of those rivals, but there's still enough space for a couple of 6-footers, and the boot is very decent by the standards of the class, both in size and shape. One thing's for sure, the new Ibiza will seriously worry the class leaders when it arrives in July. It might not be quite as cheap or as practical as the Skoda Fabia, but it's close enough on both fronts to compete. And when you consider it's better to drive and available with some more high-tech options, it's easy to see why you might spend the extra. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for a heads up on all of our latest videos.